The heart of a true shepherd, July 15. Yet now, if you will forgive their sin, but if not, I pray, blot me out of your book which you have written. Exodus 32, verse 32. The next day Moses said to the people, You have committed a great sin, but now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin. So Moses returned to the Lord and said, Oh, these people have committed a great sin and have made for themselves a god of gold. Yet now, if you will forgive their sin, but if not, I pray, blot me out of your book which you have written. Then the Lord said to Moses, Whoever has sinned against me, I will blot him out of my book. How long could God continue to endure a people who, despite his immeasurable love and patience, persistently rebelled against him with stubborn and hardened hearts? Throughout every stage of their wilderness journey, they repeatedly forgot his mighty acts of deliverance and guidance. Instead of responding with gratitude, they complained against him and provoked him by their detestable actions. Every servant of God encounters similar struggles in ministry. We often meet people who, like moths repeatedly flying into a flame, continue returning to the very sins that bring them destruction. We may spend countless hours praying for them, counseling them with compassion, and directing them toward God's truth, only to see them fall again into the same painful patterns of sin. What are we to do with those who persist in such rebellion? Moses strongly rebuked the stiff-necked Israelites. Their stubbornness continually dishonored God's holiness and aroused his righteous anger. Their conduct was utterly unacceptable. Yet this faithful servant entered into God's presence as their intercessor. Moses did not minimize or excuse the seriousness of their sin. Instead, he earnestly pleaded with God to forgive them. This is a vital lesson for us. Moses identified himself with the very people who had sinned. He pleaded before God as though he were one of them. If judgment had to fall upon them, he was willing to share in their punishment. What an extraordinary example of a shepherd's heart. May we also carry such a burden for souls and intercede for others with sincere compassion. Prayer. Lord, grant us a burden for souls like the one you gave to Moses. Help us to stand in the gap for others, praying with compassion, perseverance, and selfless love. Amen.